So Eddie Howe's met the press this morning in his press conference ahead of that game against Everton. Unusual Thursday night fixture, which is obviously a rearranged game from over the festive period where Newcastle United couldn't field the team because of the COVID situation at the club at that time. But obviously there's a lot more players available going into this one. Unfortunately, Eddie Howe has a couple of concerns going into this game. Joe Willock missed the Chelsea game with illness, but will be available for this fixture, whereas John Joe Shelvey, a little bit more of a concern in the words of Howe in his press conference, saying he will wait until the last minute to make a decision on Shelvey. So one to watch out on that score. As for Joe Linton, who's been missing with a groin injury, again, touch and go was the words of the manager. We'll have to wait and see if he's involved. You've got a 16-day break coming up after this, and Newcastle going away to Dubai for warm weather training, so it might be wise just to rest a couple of players during that time, and then they'll be back fresh for that game against Tottenham. So it's going to be interesting what the team is. Jamal Lascelles come back in against Chelsea, did relatively well, and Eddie Howe, praising his attitude at Stamford Bridge. If he switches back to a back four, though, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn have been, pretty much, unflappable in those positions. So it's going to be interesting to see where Lascelles would fit in if the system went back to a back four, as we've seen for the majority of that 9-game unbeaten run. Tough game at Everton. They're struggling at the moment. Nobody probably expected this to happen when Frank Lampard come in. But, the noises emerging from Goodison Park are not good. This is a very dangerous fixture for Everton, because if they lose, they're going to be right down there. It does feel like a must win for them. But Newcastle United, confidence still high despite that defeat at Chelsea, and they'll be hoping to pick back up where they left off at Southampton.